So I was 16 years old, and I met a boy, and we started dating. And nobody thought it would last more than a few weeks, like any high school relationship. But it ended up lasting 7 years. And within those 7 years, what was evident to everybody else, and this is where our friends, especially our female friends, come into play because they're truth tellers. Many people pointed out the fact that it just didn't seem right, and I wouldn't listen and I wouldn't pay attention to it. And what was my first relationship, so I assumed it was normal, was not normal for everybody else, and nobody would tell me that directly. They would tell me indirectly. And I didn't realize it was an abusive relationship until it was physically abusive and a little too late. But that experience made me really hit rock bottom. When someone tells you that you're ugly, or someone tells you that you're not going to be amounting to anything, and they are your only ticket to whatever the world has to offer, when you hear it over and over again, you start to believe it. But over the last 3 years of the 7-year relationship, he became addicted to cocaine, so that resulted in a lot of physical abuse. And once that resulted in a hospital stay. And that was my wake-up call as you're staring at the lights and as you're staring at the doctors and you go, what the hell am I doing? And why did I not listen to the friends that I trust? And so that moment is really where I pulled the plug and realized, I can't do this. We were engaged. We had a deposit. We had a date. And I pulled the plug on everything. And I never shared what I was going through with anybody, so nobody quite understood why. And I went back to my 5-year-old self, and I chopped my hair off again, and I completely cleansed my life of the negativity and just did whatever I wanted to. And so in college, towards the end of the senior year, I decided I wanted to do a study abroad. And although you need your parents' permission, even though you're above 18, I forged my mom's signature and told her, I'm going because it's already paid for and it's a scholarship program. And I knew it wasn't anything terrible. Taylor would not do this. But it was important for me to just go and be by myself, and my mom understood it, and she got my dad to see that as well. But that was a really empowering moment for me to leave the country, be in a program, and just discover myself, because I hadn't done that before. I was always doing what was expected of me, what everyone wanted for me and of me. And this was the first time in my life that at 21 or 22, I decided, who am I? And that trip to Ecuador for 3 weeks led to just this infatuation with travel. I just got back from Cuba, which was my country number 37. I have a goal of reaching 100 by the time I'm 100. And I'm 32 right now, so I'm ahead. But it was really important because you get to see that the world exists, and the people in the world are just like all of us, and they're experiencing their ups and downs, and they're experiencing their triumphs and successes and joys. And it really pushes you to look outside of your boundary, whether bungee jumping in Nepal or moving to Cambodia for 6 months and living by myself. You know, once you hit rock bottom, it really empowers you to reflect on who do you want to be, and you're not fearful of anything anymore because you've already seen it. And so it really gives you an inner confidence in order to realize that you're capable of doing whatever it is that you want to, and no one should have the ability to tell you, no, you can't do that.